stream. But we lost a lot of good content on that stream.
Yeah.
I,
If
I,
we can edit it, if we can edit that out.
No, I could download it and edit it and then re-upload the first part of it. I got to know when to cut it, I guess.
All right. Like when I'm literally getting out the bathroom.
What were we talking about?
Oh, we were talking about how AI can how AI has affected the film industry, and I was asking, nigga, fuck the film industry. I'm talking about like travel or even like working or either
then I'll go look through it later and I'll cut that part out.
Yeah.
And then re-upload what's left. One more thing I wanted to necessarily just go on and talk about. You guys heard the story about that one dude who showed up to his court case while he was driving.
Oh yeah. Shit, bro. It was because of a clerical error where apparently he did get his license reinstated.
Apparently, no, not even. That was what his defense team said. Turns out that wasn't true at all. It's a whole bigger problem than that.
Oh, okay.
He turns out he's never had a license.
What? How do you get your license suspended if you never had one?
Oh yeah, that's what people are trying to figure out. He's never had one. The only thing he's ever had was a state ID. He's never.
That's probably what they mistaken then. They mistook his state ID for a license because that's what he gave him.
Yeah, he was never.
Wait, so Go ahead.
I was like, he's never owned a license. He's never legally had the ability to drive. Period.
That's bad.
I was reading something like several years ago where it was saying that you don't technically have to have a driver's license if you don't use the license for work. Like the only required, and I don't know how true that is, but the only required license you're supposed to have is. You said what?
That's 100% true. Like, and like you don't need to carry around a driver's license. If you have an ID, that functions just as well. Your driver's license is needed for when you're in the act of driving. People need to see you have the license to drive, whether it be for work or just personally to go to work or whatever. What a lot of people end up doing, though, they just use their driver's license as an ID. And I guess he tried to use his ID as a driver's license, but it doesn't work that way. You can use driver's license as an ID, but you can't do it the other way around.
You can't do it the opposite. Yeah, you can't do it the reverse.
So, but do you need to own a driver's license? No, there's no law.
Yeah, because the state ID and a driver's license are two separate documents. In the same way that you can't use like your passport as a driver's license. Those are two separate documents. Different documents. They just both identify you. Yeah,
that's all they have in common. But we got a little video to check up on it. But there's no law that says you have to own a driver's license.
No.
A lot of people in New York do not have driver's license. Most of them don't, because most of them don't have cars.
80% of New Yorkers do not have cars.
So wait, check this out.
I'm done. I quit. I'm so over this. No more Corey Harris after today. He makes a fool of himself. The internet laughs at him. Then he comes back with actually makes us all feel bad because, apparently we got it wrong. Turns out he's either the dumbest or like the most pathological lying man on the planet. We got a lot of news to talk about today, but I want to knock this out first. This man got me showcasing emotions, which is nearly impossible because I died inside 7 years ago. Yes, there's been another twist to this story, but we need to start, of course, at the beginning because there was that video that went viral of Harris doing what seemed to be one of the dumbest things a human being could possibly do. He joined a legal Zoom.
Oh, that was impressively stupid.
Hold on. Yeah.
That was impressively stupid.
Dumb as hell.
It was like,
I'm pulling in right now.
Mr. Harris, he looked at him. He's like, Mr. Harris, are you driving right now?
Bro, the dumbest shit.
I'm pulling in. I'm not driving. I'm pulling in right now. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. What's up? He's like, so you showed up today for your suspended driver's license and you're driving right now. It was just like
I'm hearing regarding his suspended driving license while driving.
This is a driving while license suspended.
That is correct, Your Honor.
And he was just driving.
Right.
And he didn't have a license.
The nerve of this man to be shocked.
What? What do you mean?
What you
I'm not
mean?
supposed to be driving. I didn't know that.
When you
He
know
was
you
like-
got your court cases for a suspended driver's license, it's like
Fucking stupid.
What you mean?
Impressive.
Nigga, I wouldn't even been near a vehicle, nigga. I would have like what?
Before I joined that car, I would have pulled over to the side of the road or parked in the parking lot and got out the car.
This is my thing, bro. Even if your court case was not about even if your court case was not about you driving or your license, why would you be going on a Zoom call while driving while being on your phone is fucking illegal itself? Well, what the fuck? Are you stupid?
Like if anything, you would pull over, you would probably go into a place, then you would like take the call, then walk out. Like there's things you would do.
Yeah.
Like you would not
100%.
insist on this.
Right. And so with that, Harris ends up spending 2 nights in jail and the video goes viral. But then you've got Harris saying, well, actually, I never knew I was driving on a suspended license back when I was ticketed. Right. Saying the suspension, which had been tied to unpaid child support, had been lifted 2 years ago. And in fact, court records appeared to back him up, with him showing that a judge had actually ordered the suspension lifted way back in January of 2022.
Now I want to talk about this real quick because he's still stupid. Like even if your license was suspended for unpaid child support, you legally right now you're not allowed to drive, so you're still dumb for that. But I will say the reason why that license that doesn't fucking exist got suspended is because of unpaid child support. It's just like how that's so what I'm hearing is the court telling a grown-ass man, like, I know you're having trouble paying the ridiculous amount of money I'm asking you to pay for children I don't allow you to see, but your wife says you're not paying enough, your ex-wife, so I'm gonna take away your ability to get to and from work. You can't drive no more, nigga, and I go make some more money, even though I just made it harder for you to make more money. And I'm just like, wait, time out. What the fuck?
But what's even weirder is that I know people who are on child support and they don't give you the option to not pay. They just take it out of your fucking check. They don't even. It's not like it's a deduction on your fucking check.
Imagine if your check wasn't being paid, though. You know what I mean? Or
It's
just
garnishment.
Yeah.
It's garnished. It's not. It's taken immediately out of your check. Like as long as you have a legal job, it's going to be taken out.
Right. Yeah, so there are people who are on child support who do not have a job, or they get paid under the table or whatever, and they try to claim, well, I don't have a job, so I shouldn't pay child support. And then I think child support shouldn't exist, but not for that reason. Like, so what they'll try to do is they'll just try to skirt the system and find ways to avoid paying child support. And if the woman who put you on child support gets pissed off enough about that, she can take you to court for it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but she has to be able to prove that you have income coming into the house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that wouldn't change the fact that you're not paying the child support, and then they'll suspend your license. So, like that just which doesn't make, like I said, like you're not making enough money, so I'm gonna take away your bill to make me. I've seen dudes do crazy videos, and crazy things to get away with paying child support, but like it's sad that they got to do it. There was this one lady, she was super upset because she cheated on this man, divorced him, and took his house. But she was mad on TikTok because like she fucking the dude. Well, I don't know if she cheated on and all that stuff. I'm being hyperbolic, but she was mad because the dude quit his job where she said he was making like almost $300K a year. So his child support or whatever payments can go down because he was having to pay her like I think it was like $4,000 every month or something like that. So he just quit his job and got a job like at Starbucks or some shit like that. And then the child support adjusts to the income he was making, and she was like, well, he still has money, but the court was like, well, this is the only money he's legally making, so unless you come back with evidence that he's illegally making money somehow, we can't raise his child support just because you say he has more money than he's actually making right now.
Yeah.
But
wow. Like, let's say he quits that job, right? Let's say he quits his job, he starts working at Starbucks, and then he does Uber on the side.
That would get added to the child support. I think she was saying like he's still doing the job he used to do. He just does it under the table, like for hard cash. And government like, well, you gotta go prove that.
Yeah, prove that. I don't have any evidence to. like because then at that point, that's a consulting.
Right. And now you could do that privately, freelance. Now he could It will be his duty to report that he made that freelance money on his taxes and stuff. And if he's not doing that, then he will be dodging the child support. But like once again,
But that
But
all
even,
still
no,
has to
but
be
even
like
then,
fucking
like,
documents.
if he claims on his taxes, then they have to take that money off of his taxes, not off of his check.
Yeah.
They take that off his taxes.
But it's still gonna be it's still gonna equal out to the same amount though.
Yeah, and then they'll have to include that because that's money he can't have to give towards his kids. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure this dude is more than fine with giving money to his kids. I'm pretty sure he does all the time. Because her biggest complaint at the end of that video, she was saying like, "Well, now I can't afford to mortgage his house without his child support." And my whole response to that was, "Well, you shouldn't have took his fucking house then."
Yeah,
right. No, actually, that's my problem. And mind you,
the child support's not for the fucking house. Like,
yeah, no. And mind you, I'm the feminist in the room. I'm saying if you literally cannot survive as a woman with the children, you cannot survive on your own without his child support, then you're telling me he should have ownership of the children.
That's how it should be, but that's not how the law works. I think, like what you just said, I think the person who's better fit to take care of the kids financially in other ways should be the one with them. That's not how it works. The way it works is like, hey man, you make enough money to financially support these kids, and she don't. So we're just gonna take it from you and give it to her.
Yeah, you want to know why?
How it works.
Because the law is antiquated and old. The law has not adjusted itself to what the female dynamics are as of today.
Because why would they? The child support, the whole custody thing is a whole industry. They make money off of that, and chicks know they make money off that, and lawyers know they make money off that, and the court makes money off that. If they change that and made the law actually fair, there'll be no money to make. So it's an industry. Exploiting dudes is an industry. It is, yeah. You said what?
No, nothing. Because she's walking in the background. Anyway, I was saying.
Hey, motherfucker, she lived there. You're walking.
Get out of here! What are you doing? Existing in this fucking?
It's just like,
what are you alive? What
the fuck are you doing?
Are you walking?
Are you walking?
No, I'm gonna yell at my wife when she come home. I'm gonna, hey, what are you doing walking in my house? I will see what she say.
She'd be like, nigga, if you don't get the fuck out of here, y'all will beat your bitch.
I mess with my wife all the time like that. Like, like the other day I came home from work. I came home and then my wife was like, "Oh hey, happy to see me," so I'm gonna fuck her. I was like, "Silence, woman, and get me a drink." And like, the way her face twisted up, bro. The way her face.
Speaking of drinks,
I am joking.
Go get me something to drink, woman. I'm parched.
No. She has that look on her face like he has to talk to another bitch in the house.
But you know what's funny about that though? Like, so it's funny about it. I was babe, I'm fucking with you. She was like, all right, and then she went and got me a drink anyway.
Nigga, I know.
And you better put some ice in that drink, woman.
like I can imagine what I would have done or what my girl would have done. My girl would be like, "Nigga, who are you talking to?" They got me another bitch.
Yeah, but
y'all think I'm kidding? Y'all think I'm joking?
No, I'm
about to bring you a drink with ice.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Because like, irregardless, like the crazy thing about it is, I mean, your girl loves, she'll get you the drink anyway. It's just,
it's not even that. It's just the way.
It's just a matter in what you ask her. Yeah.
No, I know my girl. I know my girl. She ain't doing none of that shit. She like, nigga, who are you talking to? There gotta be another bitch in this house. There gotta be.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter how you speak to them. I say if you were a woman, if you were a girl, and she like if your lady don't just go get you a drink, you know what I mean? Like really, you won't just go get me a bottle of water. Like, I know, I was like, what the fuck? I know I can get up and go do it. It's just like, I know I can. No, because I'm in my room right here, right? Praise, you see how my house is. So my wife when she comes out the room and she has to walk past my room to get to the kitchen. If you already in the kitchen, I'm about to say, babe, bring me something to drink. Because you got to walk past me to go back to your room. You might as well get the drink and bring, you know.
Yeah, it's not like you're asking her to get something out of the way. It's not like you're like, hey, yo, go to the garage. Like, what? Go to the garage. What's in the garage? Yo, go to the garage. I'm looking for like this obscure power cord. Nigga, you looking for that yourself.
Oh no, I'll actually do that too. I'll actually do that too.
You look for that yourself. Fuck you. No, suck my dick. Like
that's the new game.
No,
Like,
this is
I'm-
actually one I've had for a while for funsies.
But anyway, guys, so hold on, let's because this saga's almost up. You got to hear what happens next, though, right? So check this out. Like, I just wanted to talk on him, like getting like the whole thing on his license that doesn't exist for child support. It makes no fucking sense to me. It's like if the dude's not making enough money, you're gonna take away his ability to go places and make money. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like it's such a dumb penalty.
well,
Secretary
yeah.
of State.
No,
was never
I'm thinking
notified of being
maybe he lives close to his job. I don't know.
No, but I mean that's just across the board. Like it doesn't really matter. What if I don't live close to my job? Who cares?
Like this, like, but the thing is like, nigga, we know we know, you know, I know, we all have been to court probably at least once, right?
Yeah.
So with that being said, you know what time that court date is. You know the time you have to be there present at court, and you're doing it over Zoom. Why not just make sure you're not doing anything stupid in the midst of even look,
dude, like
even he was under the impression that it.
Huh? I'm saying you're so right though, because it's not like you don't even got to get up and go drive downtown and then sit in the court lobby, bro. Just you're on a Zoom call, like just
you're on a Zoom
call. You knew that this shit was happening on March 27th at 4:35 p.m. You knew that. You shouldn't have been doing nothing illegal. Driving on your phone, driving while texting, driving while talking.
Well, he was parking.
Who cares? You should not.
How do you get to parking without driving, nigga? Like, he's like, well, I didn't know that my license was suspended. Okay, that's fine. Why are you driving and getting on a fucking Zoom call? Like, that's stupid.
Yeah, so young
no,
friend,
he was
shouldn't
parking
be anywhere next to a car. If you got in trouble for a car-based crime, the last thing you need to be is next to a car. You need to be
that part. Nigga, I would have not been near any form. Nigga, I wouldn't have been next to a fucking pogo stick. Nigga, I wouldn't have been next to no form of transportation. Nigga, like the fuck.
Next to no form of transportation.
Okay, so like let's check up how this shit because you got to see like how this shit like this shit is crazy. Just watch this.
Lifted. And as it turns out, that's because Harris didn't pay the license clearance fee to the court clerk's office. But still, at this point, you had Harris essentially claiming that he had been a victim. You know, things can be complicated, botched. It's the government. It's all a mess. Right? Harris saying he hadn't been told about a fee and that all they said was that they would be sending me some paperwork in the mail. And with that, saying he only received that paperwork in the mail this year, 2 years after this all happened. You know, with all this, he even spoke to a local Detroit TV station to talk about the toll this whole ordeal has taken on him.
It has literally been pure OD hell. I've been assaulted. I've been followed. I've been laughed at. I've been ridiculed. I have been disrespected. I don't even go on the internet anymore. I deleted my Facebook, my Instagram, Twitter. I deleted everything.
Right, and I think most of us on the internet were like, "Oh,
I hate hearing grown ass men talk to me." But let's just get to this video. Hold on.
Fuck, I feel so bad for this guy. But then Harris finds himself back in court yesterday in front of Judge Cedric Simpson, who apparently is not one to be fucked with him explaining in a much nicer and professional way than Harris is deserving that Harris's public statements about the suspended license were absolutely incorrect. Starting with him dropping a pretty important piece of information about the defendant.
He has never had a license. Absolutely. And has never had a license in the other 49 states and commonwealths that fall off the screen.
Corey Harris has never had a license. You fucking schmuck. Right, but that statement might have you looking like Corey Harris, a man who seemingly is perpetually perplexed by everything. You might be wondering how.
Nigga, he did have the most shocked expression. Oh my god.
Can you have a license suspended if you never had?
What? What are you talking about? Like, no, I feel like this. That piece of information makes this shit sound more fictional than real. Even I know it's.
Bro, I've been telling people we live in.
But
I've been telling people for years now. I am 86.73 with like a remainder of 4% sure that we live in a simulation.
That-
that's, you know what? You want me to tell you why I think we live in a simulation? You want me to tell you why I believe that? You want me to tell you why I believe we're in a simulation?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so you've been driving in on the street, right? And you driving, you like behind, you're driving directly behind the bus, right? We've all been on the bus before, right? A bus is roughly the same width as a Jeep, right?
yeah.
However, in a Jeep, you can fit me and one other nigga side by side. In a bus, there's roads of seats. Niggas is in the bus with bikes and baby strollers and wheelchair. I'm like, yo, the coding for this bus is amazing. Cause nigga, like the programming for the bus is phenomenal. Cause how is this shit the same width and you got all this space in here? How? Where they do this at? Where?
Think about it though. The bus is more hollow, right? So it's like less.
They map up the dimensions for multiple people to have at least 60 people.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So like a bus, like it's like hollow for the most part. Like
it's very hollow.
Outside where the engine is and the front area. Once you get on, it's like so much negative space because it's like these tiny seats and stuff, and it'd be like if we had cars that were big enough to stand up, and we could turn them into buses easy. Because you have to sit down in a car. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to sit down on the bus. It's a very interesting thing. I just thought about that. That's super interesting.
Yeah,
it's crazy, right?
No, if you remove the seats off a bus, like a bus can become an RV just by removing the seats.
You can turn that shit into like you can live out of a fucking bus.
You can live out of a bus.
Yeah, if you take the seats out.
If you take some of the seats out and you make room for like a bathroom or something like stuff like that, like living area, you can turn that into an RV. Naturally, you can turn it into an RV.
So just hold on. So yeah, no, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty damn close sure we live in a simulation, bro.
That's a matter of structure.
Judge Simpson cleared that up as well.
When they suspended his license in Saginaw, they don't suspend the license. They suspend the privilege to drive in the state.
Right. So, for example, if Harris had a license in Kentucky, he'd still be able to drive in Kentucky. He just wouldn't be able to drive in Michigan, where the suspension was in effect. But again, that doesn't even apply here, right? Because again, Harris has never had a license anywhere ever. And so with that, Judge Simpson further clarified that there were no clerical errors made by anyone, including the Secretary of State's office, saying that the only failure here was by Harris to take the steps to get his privileges back. And with that, Judge Simpson came prepared with receipts. Right, for example, one of Harris's other claims was that he was unable to go through the process of getting a license because, quote, he was laid up from an accident. Right, saying on TV he was bedridden, he wasn't able to resolve this, and Judge Simpson said that was so disturbing to him because it just wasn't true. And he says, Mr. Harris, the reason I know that, where were you on December 28th, 2023? And this is Harris's initial reaction.
December 28th of 23.
2023.
I know I was laid up from my accident.
The Secretary of State's office.
Judge Simpson was like, I'm going to just stop you from lying right there. And he revealed not only was he at the Secretary of State's office, which is notable on its own, but specifically, he was there renewing his state ID. And that's actually a very key thing with this story, because in Michigan, you can only have a state ID or a driver's license. But they're two separate things. A state ID doesn't give you the permission to drive, and a driver's license still works as an ID. And in fact, since Corey was 19 years old, Simpson said that Harris had, quote, religiously every year gotten a new ID, and so he knows that he doesn't have a license. And as if all of that wasn't enough on its own, going back to that accident in October of 2023, the prosecution said they just reviewed body cam footage from the accident where reportedly Corey Harris admitted to police twice that he did not have a valid license.
Wow.
What are we talking about, yo? What's going on here?
What was that, Mr. Bennington?
What's going on here? What is this nonsense? Like, am I tripping? I'm tripping. It gotta be me. It's me. I gotta be tripping. I'm out of pocket. I'm crazy. Am I crazy? I'm crazy.
Nah.
I'm crazy.
This is real life.
I'm crazy.
This is
Like,
real life.
have you ever been like, have you ever looked at somebody, have you ever listened to a story and you're like, am I crazy?
Let me answer that question with a question. Have you ever like been to say like the DMV or the DPS or like when you went to MEPS before you enlisted in the military or like any type of government building where you went down to the courthouse or something and you're like in a government building where you're here to do something because the government told you got to do it?
Yeah.
Have you ever observed the average federal employee? Do you really think they actually like care or give a shit about doing their job? Because to them, their job is menial. Okay, type this in and send this to this person. Oh, then I do this and I send this to this person. I do this and I send it. I think the fact that the person doesn't have a license could completely fucking get lost in the system. Why you suspend the motherfucker's license? Why, like, because there's too many people just not giving a fuck about doing their job correctly.
Yeah, that's I can believe that you can get lost in the sauce because there's just too many bodies and too many hands that this thing has to go through. See, so too many hands that this thing has to go through before it gets to its final.
Did I just see you walking through the background of your own? No, just I'm sorry.
Who the fuck does she think she is? No, wait, I'm like, who the fuck do you think you are? No, but for real, like the fact that there's too many people that this has to go through before it gets to the nigga that it needs to get to. That's a lot. No, I know that you've experienced that in MEPS and in the military. That's the reason why you have to make 10 copies for every document you have.
Bro, I swear, because like about to fuck my shit. Like when I was getting my we have this thing called first when I first showed up, I wanted my goddamn bonus, right? So to get my bonus, I go to what's called S1, which is literally just the Army's version.
Oh my god, the worst.
Well, it's the military's version of human resources. That's what S1 is. So I give them my packet and all my papers and stuff like this, and I had copies of a lot of that shit, right? So I give them all. I got all the signatures I needed to get signed and do this, and I was like, okay, here's my packet. Please go submit my packet to finance so I can get my bonus that my bonus. So that I signed the contract. You owe me that goddamn money. Gave it to him like a month go by. I'm like, so what's up with my bonus? I ain't get it on need of my checks this month. And then she was a sweetheart of a girl. I was going, she was there. She was telling me it was a special. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think somebody lost your packet. I was like, what do you mean lost my packet? I mean, like they were supposed to bring it up there and get it submitted. They just didn't do it. I was like, so, and she was like, so here, if I was you, I would just remake your packet and then you just tell your sergeant that, hey, I'm just going to go to finance and turn this in. So that's all we're going to go do is just go turn in the packet. They just didn't do that. If you go turn it in right now, your bonus will be in your next check. I was like, word. Okay.
Word. I'm never going. If there's a way that, and that's a large part of the problem, is that there's not a streamlined enough process for you to just go, oh, I did this, therefore I get this back.
Yeah.
It's not streamlined in that way.
Well, it is, but there's just too many people not giving a fuck about.
You know what?
That's why don't give a fuck if you get your bonus. They don't care. That's not their money.
Listen, particularly when it comes to the civilians who work in these offices, the fucking worst. They are, by every metric, the fucking worst.
Mm-hmm.
These civilians who work in the only thing stopping me from whooping your ass is the fact that you don't have an army uniform on.
But it's not just the army though. Go to any government building. Go to the fucking courthouse and just deal with the chicks with the attitudes behind the counters and stuff like that.
See me outside. See me outside.
And I see this the same way I see at fast food workers and young friends. I remember you and I used to talk about this all the time. It's like, bro, when I show up to place my order and go through the drive-thru to get my food, I don't want your fucking attitude. I didn't tell you come work here.
Yeah, bro. I didn't ask you to fucking sign up for this fucking job, bro. Just do your fucking job. Just do your fucking job. Now, it's one thing if the customer service experience is a shitty one and you're being reactive to that, because I deal with that. I do a lot of customer service shit in my job.
Oh, if somebody gives you bullshit and you're just working your job, they're a piece of shit and go off on them. But I'm talking about people who just showed up. It's like, hey, I'm here to see Mr. Jorgenheim. It's like, bitch, if you don't type that shit with some enthusiasm.
Like, what the fuck did he's like, what the fuck did I do to you?
Bitch,
over that, like, nah, bro. But I'm trying to be in a better place because I'm a little older now.
No, but like I
I'm
don't care how old I get. I ain't do shit to you.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to X that type of those type of interactions out of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you don't always have people that you enjoy working with. Like, even coworkers. There are coworkers at my job now. They normally I'm like, oh, good morning, all of that shit. I don't even do that shit no more.
Nah,
because at this point, even communicating or interacting with you is just too much energy, bro. It's too much.
Oh
energy.
yeah, no, I'm right there with you, bro.
So I'm just like.
It's it's so crazy. Me and my wife just talking about this. It's like because like the closer we get to 30s, bro, the less we give a shit about dealing with something we don't feel like dealing with.
Bro,
I'm not about to go back and forth. I'm not about to argue with you.
I'm not doing none of that shit.
No, I'm not. Either we get along or we don't. Me and my wife are the same way. So like there'll be people like they say we'll go hang out with or something, like hang out with another couple. If they like irritate me and my wife too much, it's like we're just not. I'm not talking.
Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna get about this bit. That's exactly it. That's exactly it, bro.
And here's the catch: make it an unannounced lead. Just get up.
Yeah.
Just be like, say you want to watch Bad Boys, right? It's walk off.
Yeah. Bad Boys was dope though. I recommend everybody go see it. It was good. But I love the Bad Boys movies, so maybe you can't take my opinion seriously.
Oh, it was good. It was good.
I love
the new one.
Me and my wife went to see it last night.
I haven't saw the third one. I still gotta watch the third one, but. This one over here,
if you don't watch the third one, the fourth one's not going to make a lot of sense. So you got to watch
this one over here. I don't think she's ever seen any of the Bad Boys movies.
Yeah, no, they're good. I like them. It's
so
crazy.
I'm gonna probably end up doing a rewatch, huh?
It's crazy that you say that because like if you look at like Bad Boys like 1 and 2, those are pretty much contained stories, and 3 was a contained story, but the 4 is the first time in a Bad Boys film where the next movie is directly related to the movie before it. So I do find that interesting.
What were you saying, Bennington?
I was saying the first 3 films should be on Hulu.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll check it out.
Or whatever. If it's not on Hulu, it'll be on Max. If it's not on Max, it's on Amazon. If it's not on Amazon. You know what I mean? It's somewhere.
I got all that shit.
Yeah, it's somewhere. But hold on. So is this the end of this, or is there more? I think this is pretty much. Bro,
that was the end of it. What the fuck more did we? This guy's a fucking goofy. This
I know.
27-minute video is unnecessary.
No. This movie only is about him up to like 5 minutes in. I see this little sliver about what's happening.
Acknowledged to the officer that he did not have a valid license. Quote, actually, I don't have a valid license.
With him then also in that courtroom being taken into police custody because it turned out he had an outstanding bench warrant for his arrest. Though notably there, Simpson did say that he would be released on bond. So Harris's next court date is August 7th, which Judge Simpson said should give him plenty of time to get a license. And so while it remains to be seen exactly what consequences Harris will face, the main thing here is I'm done with this man. I never want to see your stupid, confused.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, so he has to go back to court again. That's funny. Oh man.
I was upset that you showed that to me. Nigga, that just upset me.
This house offended you showed it to me. This thing.
Like, nigga, I'm just upset. It's like, nigga, you never even had a license? What are we talking about right now? Like, what are we talking
about? Sometimes see. Keep going, guys. I'm about to.
I don't think we talked enough about how sometimes we don't ever stop to ask ourselves in the middle of a story, what the fuck is this person talking about? Do that sometimes. Nigga, what are you talking about? Yeah, like, wait, you never even had a license? Yeah. Why are we here? Why are we here? Why are we here? Like.
Hey man, hey, listen, man. Fuck all that. Listen to this. Give me your top 5.
What the fuck? Hold on, wait a minute. We better get. So I found the thing you sent me on Young Birds. I just had to look.
Oh, you found? Okay.
Oh, but
I got some for you. I got some. I think the crowd gonna like. It just popped up. Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, I already got an answer for it. One of them.
What the fuck?
The Delaware County District Attorney accusing a school crossing guard of giving middle school students drugs. Good evening. I'm Sheba Russell.
And I'm Dawn Timoney. It is a shock to so many parents in the community who obviously expect these crossing guards to protect their children. Let's send it right out to Joanne Pileggi, who has the latest details and reaction. Joanne.
Good evening, everyone. Tough reality here and virtually anywhere. Preteens and teenagers can usually find a convenience store to buy THC, synthetic THC products and vapes. But police here in Darby say Middle school kids, had another source to buy drugs and vape devices.
The stores do it, so I guess she felt like she could do it.
It's already hard enough, like I was saying, for as a parent, just keeping them away from the influences that we already are fighting. So to hear that an actual employee of the borough would even sell the kids, it's insane.
Police say that Darby Borough employee is 26 years old.
She had a mustache.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm kind of jealous of her goatee she got going. My shit don't even connect all the way. Her shit flawless.
Nigga, my shit don't connect. Nigga, that is the meanest. That is the nicest 5 o'clock shadow,
bro.
That is
her 5 o'clock shadow. She got a 6 o'clock shadow. Her shit ridiculous, nigga.
Yeah, that's like, damn.
Kiara Lee, who worked.
Bro, did they drag her out to motherfucking school or some shit? Why her hair look like that? What happened?
Why does she look like that? Like she look like the cross between. She looks she looks like a poor cross-dressing chick. Like is she is she a man?
Well, let's find out because
as a crossing guard near Penwood Middle School.
We walk past and go to Fred's every day, so a lot of students seeing her like passing it around and stuff, and they would say, "Oh, let me hit the vape, let me hit the vape."
It's a shame that you have these people who are on these corners to do the job to protect these children, and now you're telling me they're receiving drugs and stuff from them. Is utterly disgusting and it's ridiculous.
Lee is charged with distributing vapes containing THC as well as marijuana edibles to middle school students. Cops say she also got high with at least one student and texted about it. Delaware County DA Jack Stolzheimer announced the arrest and said, quote, "School crossing guards epitomize the role of public servant. For an individual to abuse that trust is deeply disturbing and corrosive to the well-being of the entire community."
But I got grandkids coming up. They don't need to be getting nothing from a crossing guard.
A borough police officer today.
Yo, was that Terry Crews?
Getting nothing from a crossing guard.
No, okay. I thought that was Terry Crews. I was like, wait, what? I don't know why my mind saw Terry Crews.
Borough police officer today stationed at the spot where Lee once worked. Off camera, many students say they knew or heard about Lee.
She seemed like an ordinary person, like regular, maybe just got to the wrong stuff at the wrong time selling the kids.
I don't know what the borough does or what their policies are on their end for employees, but it's unfortunate.
No comment from the borough who hired Lee. She apparently worked.
They ain't about to say shit. They're just gonna fire her ass.
That boy said Terry Crews. Nigga look like Terry Sailboat. Nigga, he said, "Man, is that Terry Crews?"
I mean, I don't know why my mind thought that. If I see like a ball black dude, I just immediately see Terry Crews first, and then I figure out, oh, that's not Terry Crews.
But
they just gonna fire her ass, bro. They ain't about to comment on this.
No, but here's the thing. I also don't want to act like this is my problem with this whole story, right? For as crazy as this story is, it's not that crazy to me. But maybe it's because and the reason why is because of the environment I grew up in. I grew up in A-Leaf.
Oh well, you know how people get when they get on camera. They going, I just can't believe. In my neighborhood, there's a crossing guard. Like, bro, come on, you probably hear gunshots all night long, bro. This is the least offensive thing in your neighborhood.
I feel like this, nigga. That wouldn't even shock me if I found that out from my kid. I wouldn't be shocked. I'd be upset, but I wouldn't be shocked. I'd be upset. I don't want my son. I wouldn't.
My daughter's not going to school with no crossing guard. When that crossing guard is distributing marijuana, the devil's lettuce.
Like I was kind of upset by like the DA office's answer to that. Oh, they epitomize what a public servant. Really, crossing guards epitomize public servant. What are we talking about right now? What are we getting at right now? Really?
Let's finish this video so we get a discussion on it. But that shit is fucking hilarious.
For the borough for the last couple of years, police tonight confirming that she also worked for the borough's recreation department with kids. Police also saying tonight that they have shut down a local vape shop in connection with this investigation. Lee is being held on $20,000.
Connection. She went there and bought them, then came out and resold them. You can't connect me to that shit. What the fuck? There ain't no ring of vape shops.
Well, the laws around alcohol, tobacco, all that shit. the thing is like if the vape shop knew what she was doing, which they probably did, because if she's dumb enough to text a fucking middle schooler, hey man, it was great smoking weed with you, she's probably going into the vape shop like, oh yeah man, I'm selling these shits to these little dumbass middle school kids. So, you know, shit like that. They probably under investigation until they can prove otherwise. That's probably what it is. They not really sure.
I feel like that's such a massive overreach by our government, but like I get it. I mean, like because proving intent in court is one of the hardest fucking things you can ever possibly do.
It's so hard to prove it. It is so hard to prove intent in court that first degree murder is the hardest charge to actually hit somebody with, because you have to be able to prove intent. If you can't prove intent,
you're just like I know that you knew she was selling some kids. Nah, bro, I didn't. Well, you can't go past that. You can't.
Yes, you did. I did. Like, particularly, there's no evidence that substantiates the claim that you knew. No, he's like, I know you were selling this. No, I wasn't. Fuck. He's like like the fact that the answer is no. Damn.
Nah, that was me. A different guy.
Fuck. Like this.
All right.
Like, you know who has to be worse? Like the people who get away with crime the most has to be identical twins.
Hey, so guys, I got a video for you guys. It's an update based off that video we watched about the border a while ago. Well, this is an update after the update, because the update was like a couple of days ago, maybe like a week ago. Joe Biden has officially announced that the U.S. border is closed.
Right.
Nothing changed. Then this is what this video is about.
Right. But also it goes back to what I told you in the last stream, and I'm so upset that I couldn't tell it in the stream before, that if you're going to be upset with people coming over the border illegally, which I'm not.
You also be upset with the people that are hiring him. No, I agree with you. No, so we don't have to necessarily go into like a whole a rehash of that. I just want to show the situation as it is right now.
Via Discord. The name of the video is Reporter Witnesses Mass Release of Migrants into San Diego. Let's go and check it out.
In focus, Texas Congressman Chip Roy. First, let's go to Bill Maloogian at the border near San Diego. And that's where, Bill, I understand you witnessed the crossing of hundreds of illegal immigrants from Turkey, China, Egypt. Bill.
Yeah, Harris, absolutely nothing has changed down here as a result of this executive order. We continue to see mass crossings without any resistance whatsoever. We continue to see mass releases, and we continue to see Border Patrol completely outmanned. Take a look at this video. We shot this late yesterday afternoon right here in Jacumba. This is what Border Patrol has to deal with out here. You got one single agent who has to try to corral this huge group of 150 people from all around the planet who crossed illegally. They've been waiting there for Border Patrol to pick them up for 5 hours. They were getting impatient. You got language barriers, people from China, from Turkey, from Mauritania, from the Middle East. There's no translators out there for these border agents. They can't process all these people and patrol the border at the same time. They need more manpower, and we talked to a handful of these migrants. Take a listen.
Guys,
right. So before he gets into it, what I want to say is, like a lot of people who've gotten to the point where they would just come to America illegally because they know once they get here, they're not going to get sent back. Because for the last 4 years, that's just been the policy. We're not going to throw you back. And so for Joe Biden to come out of nowhere and just be like, okay, well now you can't just come. Now the border's closed. They don't care anymore, bro. They don't fear you. Like they're going to show up because they know ain't nothing going to happen to them. And you probably gonna give him a house, and you can probably give him a monthly income.
I'm doing good.
They don't care. Him saying, "Oh, the border's closed now," like him saying the border's closed now didn't do anything. Nobody cared. Like it was like, so who cares if Joe Biden says the border's closed? I'm still gonna show up. You know that I think that's the problem. Nobody gave a shit. Nobody cared. And look, there's nothing stopping them. Not that there was an increase. To close a border, you have to put security on it. You have to actually build it, like set it up. If you just say, no, you can't come here, and nobody's going to stop them. And if they do get here, no one's going to send them back. Why would they give a shit if your border's closed?
Yeah. This shit's all fucked up, man.
No,
it's all backwards.
No, that's the problem. if there's no one to protect to set up the border, no one to protect it, and I do mean the border on all four fronts, not just the southern border, but the northern border and the eastern western borders. If there's no border patrol, there's no one to defend it, and then there's no consequences for those who actually cross it.
Well, I mean, but this is what happens, though, right? This is why I say this whole, like, when people talk about this whole two-party system thing, that it's so stupid to me because they don't realize that they're all fucking incompetent and they all spend money fucking awfully. They all do, right? Like, if the guy in charge is the guy wearing the red tie, then the guy in the red tie, he's going to make sure things like the border gets money. He's going to make sure things like the military gets money, that the people can get easier, like, permits to build construction and tear down places and build up shopping centers. He's going to be more infrastructural, more focused on the country. The guy, the blue tie, gets in charge, and he's like, fuck all that shit. We're going to put money into welfare. We're going to put money into women and children. We're going to put money into giving out more college, forgiving more college loans and debt. We're going to do all this, and fuck the infrastructure. We're gonna just fucking give people free money. And it's just like, and so it's so like hard to actually do anything, because you can be in charge for like 8 years and make a really, really strong board, and then the next guy can get in charge and say, fuck all that border shit, and then take away like all their funding and all their resources, and now they don't got shit. They don't got shit. So it's just like it's funny for like the blue tie president to be like, okay, yeah, borders closed. Like, bro, you're not about to do anything. You're not going to send the National Guard down there. You're not going to send patrol. You're not going to give Border Patrol more money so they can hire more people to increase their output and actually secure the border. You're not going to do any of that. So what are you even saying the border's closed for? Why would you even say that?
Because it looks good. It looks good and it sounds good on paper, despite what you're pretending that you're trying to do.
Yeah, it's like you're not going to close the border. If you just close the
border, he's trying to secure that second term. That's what it is.
Yeah, because
he's trying to get the red vote. Yeah,
and you could say like, yeah, well, maybe people shouldn't hire him. Sure, fine, but nigga, people see a way to get cheap labor and spend less money and make more money, especially in this economy. I'm not going to pretend like I don't understand what they're doing. The problem is that they're coming in and it's just so many. It's just like there's nothing stopping them, and then some of them are using us as a bank. Some of them are committing crimes. Some of some of them are actually seeking asylum, but there's no system put into place to organize this shit. They're just saying, fuck it, let it happen. Bro, I've seen videos of whole caravans, like convoys of bus loads full of people all waving the flags of the countries that failed them in South America as they just stroll into America, saying, why would I let you in my country if you're like, fuck your country. If you want to come to my country, you need to wave my goddamn flag. You're leaving your country. Fuck your country. Like, I'm not crazy for saying that or believing that. Why would I want you to come into my country if you don't give a fuck about the welfare of my country?
Exactly.
No, I mean, that was a genuine question. If anybody can make an argument for it, like, why would you? If Michael's like, yeah, we from France, we all about France. Fuck America, but we're gonna come here and we're gonna work here though. But fuck America, but we're gonna come work here and we're gonna send the money back to France, but we're gonna work here though. Is that cool? I'm like, no. What are you talking about? That's like a nigga telling you. That's like a nigga telling you, Young Press, every day. A nigga walks to your door, tells you fuck you, but then he lives there and he's not gonna leave and he's not, not gonna pay no bills.
But no, bro. But that's been a thing. That's been a thing even with people. Like I never understood that. Like I will never sit here being an American citizen and be like, man, fuck America. I might say fuck the president. I might say fuck the police. Hell, I might even say fuck a military branch or two. But I'm not saying fuck the country because I live here. I live here. And I benefit.
You know what's funny? I don't want to live nowhere else.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I enjoy the rights that I fucking have here as an American citizen. I don't want to live with Canada's lit. That nigga, fuck Canada. Fuck.
No, I don't want to live in none of these fucking neo-socialist countries. Fuck that shit. That shit is terrible. Their money's fucking worthless. Their healthcare is fucking trash. People say, well, their healthcare is free. Yeah, but people don't understand. Like, I tell people, bro, if you won't even get I have free healthcare. I'm in the military. Free healthcare is fucking trash. Because what's going to happen is you have a problem. You're going to show up. And you're going to be like, okay, well, we gonna set an appointment date for you, and then you're gonna get put on the list, and that list has priorities. Like if you go to Canada, you're not about to just get the best fucking healthcare ever because you're an American citizen who now has dual citizenship in Canada. That puts you below Canadian-born citizens. That puts you below people who had dual citizenship longer than you. That puts you below people who had dual citizenship longer than you, and then they're elderly, and it's just like it's so many levels to it. Where if you show up there, you got stabbed in the arm. It might give you some stitches or some shit like that, but you got to come back at a whole later date to get your antibiotics or all that other shit. They got other people to take care of. Meanwhile, you get hurt in America, go to the hospital, look, this is my problem, go to the ER, they fix it, boom, they send you a bill in the mail. I'd rather pay the bill back later than get put on a fucking list to wait for a problem that I fucking have with my body. Because I experienced that right now in the military. It was like, all right, well, we're going to have you come back on a month from now, and then we're going to do some x-rays and all this. I'm hurt right now. What do I do for the next month? Oh, here's some ibuprofen. Have you lost your fucking mind?
Yeah, no. I don't think we discussed how bad real, like you said, free healthcare actually is. Because like I experienced that in the military too, and I was like, dude, that does nothing for, and particularly and you said
you gotta wait. It's free. You're not paying me today, so why do I give a fuck about seeing you today? That's how free healthcare works.
No. But here's the thing too. You said a month. You said that they'll give you the antibiotics a month later, right? Nigga, that's a month later, assuming that everything goes right on their end. I know this because there was something wrong with my knee, and I had to and I went in. Let's say I went in January, right? I was supposed to come back in February to get the X-ray done. Something happened on their end. I didn't get my X-rays until damn near May.
Yeah. Ain't shit you can do about it, nigga. You gotta wait until something opens up. Meanwhile, with ours, you can say what you want about a healthcare system. You can get insurance to lower the price, or if you literally don't even need. That's why I do not need to have health insurance, bro. Go there, get seen, nigga. They'll send you the bill in the mail, pay it back later. Like, just pay it back. Yeah, you don't want another bill, but fuck it. You went to the hospital to pay the bill. Like, I would rather be able to get seen today and treat it today, and then pay it later, than have to wait until they decide when they're gonna fix it. Because I'm not paying for it. That's what I think people don't understand about free healthcare. That shit is not as fun as it sounds. It's not. It's fucking awful.
Yeah, it sounds good on paper.
Yeah, because we know how to pay for it. Yeah, the Army fixed my hand. I got surgery on my hand, and they fixed my hand for free, 100%. I had to wait 3 weeks after my hand broke to get it surgically repaired, though.
Right.
So I had to walk around with a broken hand for 3 weeks.
Nigga, I couldn't walk for 4 months. Walk.
So, it's things to it, but like I don't even know how the fuck we got into what? Oh, we were just talking about what I was saying about like, yeah, dude. Well, why would he even close the border? Like, why would you're not gonna do anything? You have to, like I'm saying, it's just crazy. Like I based off the fact that you're a blue tie guy, I know you're not gonna bring the National Guard down here. I know you're not gonna increase this funding for Border Patrol. And let them hire more people and get more cars and more resources. You're not going to do any of that. So how are you going to close the border down? By telling them swipe or no swiping?
No.
It's just like, I don't know. It's crazy to me.
Well,
one agent out there.
You know what's crazy is that I would be the more like between the two of us all, I would be considered the Democrat of the group, the Democrat of the room, right?
Yeah.
But I've never been this. And I'm the Democrat. Once again, I am the Democrat in the room. I've never been that.
Well, that's because you're fucking rational. Like you're just more compassionate than I am, and you don't see a problem with helping people. And I agree with you. I don't see a problem with helping people, but not like this, bro. This shit has to make some kind of sense.
This shit gotta make sense. Like it has to be sustainable. If it's not sustainable, then it's not.
But hold on, let's check out some more.
Does not make any sense. All right, if we have enough budget in all of our cities, right, for them to go and stay, right, then there should absolutely be a bigger budget for more agents there, guys. Obviously, because it doesn't even look safe for him.
From Egypt. From Egypt. Yeah. All from Egypt.
Group Egypt.
Egypt.
Good America.
Egypt. America. Good America.
Nice to see some African brethren here in the country. Nah, let me stop playing.
No, that's so. The question is, how do they get to Mexico from Egypt.
Oh, dude, there's a whole pipeline that'll funnel you down from wherever country you want to go to like South America, then through Mexico and up to America. It's a whole economy. It's a whole business. Like there's a thing called the illegal alien Uber. It's real, and they'll drop you off. They don't even care what city they get dropped off in. They'll drop them off in Texas. They'll drop them off in Cali. They'll drop them off in Miami. They don't give a fuck. They'll drop them off somewhere. Here you go. You're in the country. Even if they catch you, they're not gonna like fucking deport you. Because they're not.
Yeah, no, and
ICE don't got no funding right now. You think ICE has funding with the president we got right now? ICE don't got no funding, bro. They can't.
No. But also, Soul, you know this too, that you can't. And this is a large part of the reason what a lot of immigrants do is that they'll have their children here in the United States
and make anchor babies. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can't separate the children from the
Yeah,
parents.
that's why they call it. That's why they call them anchor babies. They come here and give birth, and then they have a child here. Now the parent has. This bro. It's so easy to exploit our system. It's so crazy. Like
but because it's against the Geneva Convention, like that's a human rights issue if you separate them.
Mm-hmm. Listen, but hold on. Never mind. Let's keep it going.
America? Yeah. Why'd you come to America?
Jobs and business and the group.
You want to work?
Job? Work, yeah.
Job.
This friend. Yes.
Group of friends. You guys want a job?
Yes, America, good. America. Yes.
Yeah. Everything they just mentioned is not accepted under the asylum seeking programs.
Good. I'm from Vietnam.
Vietnam. All from China?
Yeah.
Why'd you come to America?
Jobs.
Free. To be free?
Yes.
Okay. Listen. Okay.
And then
that still doesn't count under these.
Right, because asylum is a very specific thing. Asylum specifically states that it's like you're like from a war-torn country or a country where gang influence is just way too much, and like you're literally not safe there, and you're here seeking asylum. A lot of these motherfuckers have like backpacks and probably got laptops and shit. They're just coming from other countries because they just want to make more money. These do not look like war-torn, homeless refugee motherfuckers. These niggas have on Adidas.
Niggas are wearing Kanye West brands.
Yeah, bro. Like, and they're just showing up because they know they're not gonna get kicked out by the busload.
Asylum seeking program, but that's a better answer than money, jobs.
Harris, look at this. We were on scene in San Diego as we witnessed Border Patrol once again mass releasing hundreds of these illegal
into the parking lot.
What the fuck kind of asylum seeking refugee has a cell phone? I just that's a serious question. Like, what kind of asylum seeker refugee has a cell phone and it's like fully charged?
Bro, matter of fact, bro, you know what? Let's say I'm in my car and a homeless person, like, with the little sign comes up and like knocks on my this. If you look like you have anything that I also have, or anything that I don't, like one time, I was driving down the street and there was a homeless guy.
Jay Wolf's in the chat. What's up, Jay Wolf?
What's up, gang? And this was before I had moved into my own apartment or whatever, right? So I'm driving down the street, and this motherfucker was shaking a bag of popcorn, and I was like, "Nigga, I don't even own a microwave. I can't help you. You're doing better than I am." You know what I'm saying? So, nigga, like, nigga, you walk around with a cell phone making calls and text messages, bitch. I can't help you at all. I can't help you even a little bit.
Right? Because how did you pop the popcorn?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Well, how? What did you do?
That's funny.
City streets, just dropping them off at a local trolley station. Once they're done with federal processing, they're let go with their future court date, sometimes years in advance into the future, and they are then able to travel the country with that NTA paperwork, that notice to appear. People from all around the world being dropped off. Asia, the Middle East, Africa. DHS likes to talk about consequences for people crossing the border, but for a lot of the people that cross here in San Diego sector, they end up just getting released. And back out here live, been an interesting morning. Just a few moments ago, we had a group of
bro, these are busloads of people just dropping off to the country every day. The only way I could compare it is like, imagine young prayers, Mr. Bennington, if every day I just pull up and drop off like 3 or 4 niggas at your house.
Please don't.
They're gonna stay here now. No, they don't got no money and nothing. But they're gonna stay here. It's just a crazy concept to me. It doesn't make any sense.
Colombians crossed illegally in front of us. They climbed over the wall and they asked us, "Are we in Texas or Arizona?" We said neither. You're in California. We also came across a group of Chinese that crossed illegally. They got placed into a Border Patrol van, and somebody wrote in the dust on the back of that Border Patrol van, "quote unquote illegal alien Uber." That's how a lot of people feel about it out here.
I
We'll send it
mean,
back to you.
they're laughing at us. The cartel know that they have a complicit government at this point in this country, and they are laughing at us, sending people who don't even know where they're going to be dumped off. They just know they've come illegally and they can stay. Bill Maloogian, thank you. Republican.
Yeah, we could right there. What are you guys' thoughts on all of that?
I mean, the shit's ridiculous. This shit is fucking ridiculous, bro. It's fucking ridiculous, and everybody fucking hated Donald Trump for saying, "I want to build a fucking wall. I want to keep these people out."
You understand,
I want to stop.
Young Press, that hurt people's feelings, though. And that's
Fuck your fit, nigga. Listen. You know what? Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Everybody's entitled to their feelings. But you know what?
It's just a little mean, Young Press, to tell people they don't have the right to come to my country.
Everybody's entitled to. Everybody's entitled to their feelings.
The question I asked you. Don't you think it's a little mean to tell people that if you're not a citizen, you don't have a right to be in my country?
No, what the?
I think that's a little nationalistic. You don't think that's just a little nationalistic?
No, I don't.
Actually, it is nationalistic. I don't think there's anything wrong with being nationalistic.
You know what? I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't care.
But here's the critical, because people say stuff is nationalistic or they talk about nationalism. I don't know. Most people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It just means putting your country first, right? And then they don't realize, they'll say how much they hate nationalism, but talk about how much they love Black Panther. And Black Panther has the exact same T'Challa has the same political views as Donald Trump for his country. He's just not American. There is no fucking difference to it. You know what I mean? So I don't understand how someone on one hand you be like, yeah, and on the other hand be like, oh, why? It was like, do you not realize that's the exact same fucking worldview? Do you not realize? This is Mr. Bennington, are you aware of the fact that that's the exact same worldview? No, because here's what would happen. T'Challa will get called to the UN on a summons, and it'll say, "We think you should give the rest of the world by bringing." So I was like, "No, it's my country's resource." Well, we want it. I don't give a fuck. Oh well, we want to buy more of your technology. No, I don't want to sell my country's technological advancement to other countries. Well, you guys have stuff we don't have. Whose problem is that?
So who gives a fuck?
I was like, no.
I love there was a comic book where he said, how come he's the moment that they asked him for all that, the question that I want to say it was T'Challa. It was T'Challa or T'Chaka. He said, where is Doom? Y'all ain't pressing Doom about this. And then Doom walked in and said, they know better. I'm like, exactly, nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's a fact. No one goes to Liberia and be like, hey, can you share your advanced robotics with the rest of the world? Dude?
I will shoot you in the fucking head.
I'll murder you. I'll murder you.
That's what a nationalist leader would say. I'm not sharing my country's resources. And if I do it, it's in a way I want to do it, and I have all the control over it. People think it's bad for the American president to view the country that way.
See, the problem is
it's these fucking soft ass people. Everybody like you do you not understand? Do you not get that if you give away? Go ahead.
Well, Miss Bennington, what were you saying?
I don't think it's just that. I think the problem is America, unfortunately, has sold altruism as its calling card. So then when people expect you to be altruistic, even at the expense of the safety of yourself.
Well, yeah, because everybody thinks America is the planet's big brother. So,
but also we sold that. So see, we gotta be careful about what we sell to the world. If we know we ain't gonna be the nigga that we say we are, don't be that nigga in the first place. But if you sell altruism, then niggas expect then niggas expect that you.
That's what the political landscape is. It's an argument between the two groups saying no, we don't want to do that, and people say no, but we should do that. And whoever is in charge is going to lean the country more that way. It's going to shift back and forth now. Because after 8 years of a Democrat, they're going to vote for Republican. After 8 years of Republican, they're going to vote for Democrat. It's going to go back and forth. It's never going to fucking stop. Because that's the purpose of the country is to, unless we all one day as a collective in the country all have the exact same political belief, which will never. Yeah, it'll never, like, you know what I mean? It'll never be the case where it'll be so. And I don't think that's necessarily like a bad thing. I think it's just kind of crazy how it's just like a lot of it devolves into like character assassination and all this other stuff. And then they stop talking about, okay, wait, what is the country doing and how is the money going to be spent and where the fuck is it going? And then they literally stop talking about that and start talking about like a whole bunch of other things.
Well,
we give everybody free healthcare, but how are we going to afford to give everybody free healthcare? This isn't fucking London. London is like this big with like a fraction of our population, so they could do that shit in their country because their country's, the UK is this fucking big, America is this fucking big with like 15 times the population. How the fuck are we going to? And then people live in different parts. Everybody that lives in the UK lives in the UK. They live in a metropolitan urban city area, right? And then you start getting to the outskirts and you start going to like Scotland and Wales and all that shit like that. But everybody lives there. If you live in America, you could live in a city, you could live in a country. You could live in a village, in a tribe somewhere. You know what I mean? You could live in a suburban area that's wide spaced out. You could live in a downtown metropolitan Gotham like area. You could live brick dirt road type. You know what I mean? It's so many. So all these people, it'll be ridiculous for them all to follow the same laws. If that makes any sense. Like that's why we have state laws. Because if I'm in Texas and my nearest neighbor is like a mile away and people break into my house, I don't want to hear you saying there's no reason someone should own an assault rifle or a shotgun. Because it's going to take the cops forever to get to me. I don't want you telling me that. You sound fucking stupid when you say that. I have a reason to own an assault rifle. You know what I mean? So people live different lives in the same country. And I think people just don't understand that. People just
think
I don't have a reason to own a gun. Nigga, you don't own land and property and shit. Like, so, you know,
right.
or maybe.
I was saying this, that, and I think this is the major problem with the political landscape. We don't argue politics, we argue ethics. Because politics is about policies. What does my policy work? Does your policy work? We're both trying to solve the same problem, but whose policy is better? And what can we do to make our policies more amenable to the problem that we're trying to solve, right? That's politics. Right? I can do that all day. We can work on that all day. But a large part of our political conversations is not about that. It's about should we? Like the question is, like, here's a policy. What policies are we going to create to solve the problem of homelessness? And then, but then a lot of political conversations become, should we solve homelessness?
I could do one better than that. It gets more fucked up than that. You have people literally asking, it's like, why have you not fixed homelessness when you just let 20,000 people get free rent and a place to stay, and they're not even like born here? Like that's just like, so then the question becomes, why have you not just done this for homeless people?
Right. No, but once again, you're arguing ethics. You're not arguing.
No. I'm arguing. I'm arguing. You just proved to me you have enough money to place, house, and stabilize thousands of people at a time. Why are there homeless people on the street?
Where are homeless people on the street?
You just did it. You just showed me you can do it.
Or I'll do you one better. I now understand the reason why Republicans hate tax. And I understood it the moment I went to Europe. Because I looked at Europe, right? I looked at the European structure, the structural system, like the infrastructure and whatnot. I saw what they were trying to do with healthcare, even if it's imperfect. I saw what they're trying to do with healthcare. I see what they do with education, so forth and so on. And it dawned on me right then and there why Republicans hate taxes. Because what good is taking taxes out of my check if the roads are still fucked up? Where's the money going?
Yeah.
What good comes out of taking taxes out of my check if my kids are still stupid? Where are you paying my teachers with?
And here's another thing. What in situations where your boy got experience, when you take taxes from me to pay for shit I didn't ask you for. It's just like when you take tax and you tell me I'm responsible for paying for this thing, that I was like, who the fuck said that? When you take taxes and say, well, because you got young presidents, you got so much money. You don't need all that money. I know you work for it, but you got so much money. I'm gonna give some of this money to your neighbors because they want to have an apartment. So we're gonna use your money and they're gonna get an apartment now.
Fuck you and fuck them neighbors. Like,
no, but that's what I'm saying. But that's the reason why I was saying once again why I understood where Republicans were coming from, because I was like, if it's not funding the things I want to fund, then give me my money back.
Here's the thing: when people are younger, I've noticed a trend, and there's an old saying. I can't remember how it goes. I'm gonna paraphrase it. It's like if you're not leaning towards being progressive when you're younger, you're like soulless. Like you don't have a heart. You have no compassion. But if you don't become more conservative the older you get, you're just fucking stupid. If you don't get more conservative the younger, like all the people who talk about tax the rich and all this, and like let them get like.
I understand you feel that way when you 22, nigga. Feel that way when you 55 and you actually got some bread.
Yeah, like when you get a real job and they can make real money and they pay into the tax system, and they're just like, so they just on food stamps, like they just like so they just wait Section 8 housing. What's that? Yeah, what, you get an apartment for like $100 a month? What the fuck? I want
so the moment that you hit 30, you be like, nigga, what? Like literally a switch goes off in your brain. Yeah. Like literally all that young shit that I was talking about. You remember me when I was 26. Yeah. You remember 26, David?
Everything should be free. Everybody should be nice to each other. That guy. And then it's like, okay, well, how does this get paid for? Oh, we're gonna tax the fuck out of civilian populace. This reminds me of a super interesting video. There's one guy.
You remember Dave? Young Dave was wild, bro. Young Dave thought that rich people could save the planet, and they chose not to because I was wilding out here, bro.
I gotta find this.
Young Dave was wild.
If I could find this shit, this should be.
Hell, you saw Young Dave just now, nigga. Who the fuck are you walking around in the background?
Okay, there's this video called "How Do You Afford Your Ferrari?" All right, hold on, let me see. There's this video called "How Do You Afford Your Ferrari?" and like I loved it. Why does it keep giving me ads? Okay, well, check this shit out, guys. This shit is like it's such a. Listen to this guy talk, bro. Like one of the crazy things I ever heard somebody say was this ain't related to. I mean, it's related to this, but it's a different thing. Well, like a while ago, Ben Shapiro dropped a rap verse, and it was one of the dopest verses of all time, right? But no, that shit was dope, bro. What dog is
better than the Ice Spice shit?
No. When Ben Shapiro he did that song with Tom McDonald, and Ben Shapiro dropped his own 16 bars, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It was hotter than the Ice Spice verse that we heard the other day.
Fuck it, I'll show you. That shit was fire, bro. Like as I don't give a fuck if you like Ben Shapiro or not, Mr. Ben. So like, bro, as a rapper,
I'm not even anti Ben Shapiro. This just wasn't good, bro. Like,
no, that shit was. Watch, hold on. Let us judge on press here. Hold on, fine. I'm telling you, like I know bars. I don't know how shit is structured. And for a nigga who's never rapped before,
no, the grocery store. No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for a nigga who's never rapped before. I was like, bro, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Hey,
after this video, there's something I wanna talk about. I wanna ask.
Yeah. I got you. Hold on, but we just go on real quick. Cause I just want to show you this real quick, and then I'll show you the Ferrari video. But hold on, wait. Young Press, listen to this shit, bro. Actually, let me see if I can find. Hold on, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find
it. Like, you know what's crazy is that I know you're not trolling. It's just like, bruh.
Fuck it. Pay attention. I'm about to try to find the lyrics for it, but it's just you should be able to. Let me see if I can find the lyrics for it. because the video doesn't necessarily really matter. Like Ben's, here it is. Okay, cool. I don't know like lyric videos because they might not be fucking. Okay, Young Purge, you ready?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm reading.
Listen and read these bars, bro.
Look at the stats, I've got the facts. My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic, don't be a whack. Dog, it's a yarmulke, homie, no cap. Look at the graphs, look at my charts. You're blowing money on strippers and cars. You going to prison, I'm on television. Dogs, no one knows who you are. Keep hating on me on the internet. My comment section all woke Karens. Then I make racks off compound interest. Y'all live with your parents. Nikki, take some notes. I just did this for fun. All my people, download this. Let's get a Billboard #1.
Listen, Big Shapiro dropped a triple syllable rhyme. I don't give a fuck. That shit niggas drop triple syllable rhyme schemes. Bro, my money's like Lizzo. My pockets are fat, bro. This is it, bro. Hold on, wait. Dog, it's a yarmulke, homie. No cap. It's not a cap. It's not a hat. It's a yarmulke. But also, no cap. It's a yarmulke. That is a double entendre. Mr. Benson, I don't care what you say. Most niggas can't do that. That is a there's no way you're gonna tell me that's a trash verse. Like this. Like
I don't know the way you said it. It's like, nigga, I don't care what you think, nigga. This is a trash.
This is a double entendre. Bro, Future not coming on. Future ain't dropping no double entendres, bro.
Future can talk.
Like, come on, bro. That was a Young Bridge. You saw that shit?
Yeah, the yarmulke no hat thing. Give me 1 second.
Bro, that's for. Well, let's get into the Ferrari video of Mr. Benetton. Bro, Mr. Benetton, that shit was dope. Dog. It's a yarmulke.
I'm gonna forever be a hater, bro. I'm telling you.
It's a dog. It's a yarmulke, homie. No cap. That's a bar.
I hate y'all, bro. Like, I hate
y'all. He said they hating on me on the internet. My comment section is filled with woke Karens. I make racks off compound interest. Y'all still live with your parents. Woke Karens, your parents. That is a triple syllable rhyme scheme. That is a 3-syllable rhyme scheme. Ben Shapiro just did that. And then that's how I know that he got money, because he said he makes racks off compound interest. If you ever just looked into compound interest, anybody who's talking about having fucking compound interest has a lot of fucking money. They have a lot of. They have a lot of. But most niggas don't talk about the fucking compound interest that they make their money with, bro. Like that nigga said compound interest. I was like, this nigga's rich.
Quick question for you, man. Is this your Ferrari? Yeah.
That's a nice
car.
Okay, so this is the Ferrari video. Check this out. This shit is dope. Like, listen to this man talk right here.
Quick question for you, man. Is this your Ferrari? Yeah.
That's a
What
nice
did you
car.
Moving out in Los Angeles to be able to afford a Ferrari.
Jesus.
I own my own consulting firm. So you're a business owner? Yeah. How long have you been an entrepreneur for? 6 years. And over these 6
It's
years,
a nice
what's been the
fucking
most amount
car.
of money that you've ever made in a single year?
Just over about 7.1 million last year.
7 million.
That's a good year. Oh man, that's a good year.
Dollars. Yeah. You're sitting in a Ferrari right now. This is a lot of people's.
And you got to think about this, right? How much is this car realistically? Probably, I would say $280,000 to $500,000, right? Like it is probably because he's probably got the good performance package, something like that. Like, yeah, I would say probably 350, 300, something like that, right? So if you're making $7 million, how much really is like that's like basically people like you do the math. That's like buying a car for a lot of people for like $1,000.
You know what's crazy about Asmongold saying that? I always say Asmongold is the richest nigga alive. Like, no cap. I say that shit unironically. The one who react to this video, Asmongold, I always say he's the richest nigga alive. And I say that shit unironically because Asmongold is a multi-millionaire. This motherfucker makes a lot of money. He broke down how much money he makes 1 year, but it's like he's not the richest alive because of how much money he makes. He's the richest nigga alive because of how he spends his money. He just said dropping like $400,000 on the car when you made $7 million that year is nothing. It's like a drop in the bucket. But Asmongold is a multi-millionaire, and this dude lives like he's a single 21-year-old, bro. This dude still lives in the same house he grew up when, like, his mom passed away. So he just lives in it. He never bought a new house. He drives the same car he did when he was fucking working at like fucking Costco, wherever he used to work at, like a beat down ass thing, whatever. He all he eats is like $2 steaks and shit from HEB and shit. You know what I mean? Like, this dude does not spend any money at all. And everybody's like, bro, why don't you just, if you spend just a little, like 1% more of the money that if you spend 1% of your income a year, you could be living like lavishly. He's like, yeah, but you know, I come home, I play some video games, I stream, I do this. I don't really give a fuck about buying shit. He's a super minimalist. He does not like go out and do shit. So for him to say spending $400,000 is like nothing when I know he can easily spend that, that just goes to show you how rich this nigga is. He doesn't spend his money at all, bro. He doesn't spend his money at all. And he constantly makes it. Like, I don't know how he does it. That's just like a superpower to me. That nigga's super. He has to be, because being rich isn't how much money you got, I mean, or how much money you can make. It's how much money do you physically have. And if you don't spend any of the money that you make, you're just like, you can make $7 million that year, but now you only got 1.5 million left. You know, and sure, you might make another 7 million this year. But what if I made $7 million and spent 10,000 last year, and I made another 7 million this year?
That's a lot of bread.
Winning.
Tell me the story of how you bought this thing. I'll be honest with you. I had already offsetted all my taxes for the year, and I just wanted a Christmas gift. So I just went and bought myself a Ferrari cash. When you don't pay taxes, a lot of these types of purchases start to become a little bit different.
So you don't pay taxes.
Hey.
Taxes. Oh, no, I don't pay any taxes.
So I wonder if he bought the Ferrari or if his consulting firm bought the Ferrari and then they leased the Ferrari to him.
But
rich people think about money way differently, bro. I could tell Asma goes just for the way he's talking. Rich people think about money so differently.
Yeah, but also this is my thing about what he's saying is that I question rich people who say they don't pay taxes when they talk about patriotism.
I think it's patriotic to not pay taxes, but like we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
I hope this dude, like, you know what he really needs to be at a consulting firm for is for accounting.
Why is that? People say that it's patriotic to pay taxes.
Yeah.
It is not patriotic to pay taxes. It's actually more patriotic to not pay taxes.
Mhm.
The government has created this tax system, and it's a legal playbook for us to legally pay the least amount of taxes possible.
Yeah.
People need to wake up and utilize that book and not be
I think that he's right. Like, I'm a bit like, I had to pay over 7 figures in taxes this year. I had to pay a lot
of. What kind of sentence is that?
He says 7 figures
in just in his taxes. Yeah,
that means he's paying $1 million in taxes. At least $1 million.
Bro, I'm saying, like,
the fucking money. I don't have a problem with that. That's the way the system is. It's a lot of fucking money. But like, you better bet your fucking ass I'm doing everything that I can to lower that amount. 100%.
This is your fucking money. You trying to take all of it. Why the fuck did I go earn it then? I don't have a problem with that at all. It's your fucking money.
And I don't have a single problem paying that money. I'm not worried about it. Because back in the day, I used to have food stamps, and now I'm paying for somebody else's food stamps. That's the way it is. That's it.
in the same circumstances of just paying taxes every single year.
As a multiple 7-figure entrepreneur,
Yeah.
what's been the best financial advice that you've ever received throughout your career?
Ooh, if you haven't heard of this and you're self-employed, you need to implement the Augusta rule. As long as it's for business, you can rent your house to your business and charge yourself a fee for it. That is an amazing tax strategy at the end of the year.
What are your thoughts on debt as a business owner?
Oh, I love debt.
Yeah, especially right after he said the other thing. Yeah, dude. And here's the thing, right? Is that this guy isn't so this is it's a tax term, right? There's like a difference between tax avoidance and tax evasion. So tax avoidance is doing a bunch of like shit like this guy does to avoid paying taxes. Tax evasion is breaking the law. Tax evasion is bad. Tax avoidance is good.
I'm focused on trying to.
But people try to act like it's the same thing. And I think if you were to ask, a lot of average voters, most people would not even know what the difference of that is. So they think it's the same thing because avoidance and evasion are pretty much synonymous.
Right. So I can explain that real quick for the SOULcast, and we can have a little conversation about that. Tax avoidance is like what someone say. Like a lot of people who are rich will tell you that, like, on paper they're poor. Like, I don't make any money. My businesses make money, and then my businesses pay people, and then they pay managers who pay their sales associates who do this, who do this. And by the time I finally get a cut of the money for myself, it's not is not like that much, and then I put that into my home and all this other stuff and all this. So on paper, they have literally no money to themselves, sure, but so they're rich, but they're cash poor, is what they would say. And that's why I tell you why he loves debt, why he doesn't care about being in debt or whatever, because he uses it to his advantage to the point where, like, how you gonna tax me for money that I literally do not fucking have?
Yeah, and by doing so, or what they'll do.
And if the law, also add, if the law lets you do that, if you're doing that legally and you're just following the law, I see no problems with people doing that. I see none whatsoever. Because why the fuck should the government take all my? If I got to put all my money into businesses and properties and all this other shit, just so the government won't take it away, that's exactly what the fuck I'm going to do.
Yeah, I was gonna say also that a large part of this conversation is not so much, and a large reason why they're cash poor is because they own stocks within their company. So when you own stocks within the company, you can literally borrow against the stocks you own within that company.
Yeah,
so
you can borrow your own money.
Yeah, so let's say if I need to take out a $10 million loan, I'm going to a bank and borrowing against the stocks I have within my company that equals out to $10 million. Yeah. So yes, they are. So Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, a lot of them cats are cash poor.
Yeah. You got more money than Elon Musk, young press.
You do.
On paper, you do.
Increase my debt actively right now. And the reason why is because debt allows for me to buy more real estate. And in return, I can use that real estate to offset my taxable income. So I love debt. I'm a partner with the bank. I look at me and the banks as we're business partners.
You got amazing advice, sir. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you.
Excuse me. I would say listen to that man.
And fuck it, dude.
But I want to get to something that you said. You said that it's more patriotic to not pay taxes than it is to pay taxes. Why you say that?
Because like you just said, bro, I come in this country, I work, I earn this money, I want to fucking keep it. It's just that fucking simple. You know what I mean? Like, and then like you're just gonna tax my money for why? For what reason? To give it to somebody else to do something with? Then they're probably not even gonna fucking do a good job of it. Like you said, you're taxing us so you can build better schools. Schools are shit, and they have poor education. They have outdated computers and stuff. You're taxing us so you can fix the roads. The roads are never fucking fixed. You're taxing us to do all these things. I feel like if you just completely remove that and you just let these industries survive, then what's going to happen is you're going to create a true competitive free market, and the best business is going to come out on top. Like if fixing the roads was just down to the road fixing company, then what's going to happen is natural competition is going to set in. People are going to start their own road fixing companies, and the motherfucker who has the best road fixing company is going to monopolize and buy out all the other ones, and then it's going to be their job to fix the roads, because if they don't fix the roads, they're not going to get paid. When it's just like a taxable thing where the money's going to come no matter what, and then nobody's going to really give a fuck about getting it done or doing it. You know what I mean? Because the money's going to come regardless if it gets done or not, because it's taxed income. You see what I'm saying? I think you should, a lot of that shit, if you just, if you don't need fucking healthcare and all this and shit like that to pay for like the best doctors and stuff, the best doctors should just come out because they're the best, and the market decided that these people are the fucking best, and because you create fucking jacked up systems, like, it really is just the government like stealing your money, because the government says something like, well, we want to give healthcare to everybody. All right, well, how are you going to pay for that? No, we're not. You are. Why would I don't want that. No, but you're going to pay for it. It's like, what? No, you fucking do it. You fucking don't take my money to do it. No. It's just that's how I feel it. But I guess you guys go ahead and say whatever you guys wanted to say on that topic, and then we're gonna move on because Young Prez wanted to bring something up.
Oh, okay. No, I was just simply saying that the only reason why I deem some of that a tad bit hypocritical, not even what you're saying, but where you go? Anyway, not even what you're saying, but somehow in the ways that a lot of rich people use these terms is because they call themselves patriots. They say that they support the military. They say that they support cops. They say that they support firefighters. But all of these things are paid for with tax dollars. You're like your
right,
paycheck.
but I think what their whole thing is, it's like, yeah, I think I wouldn't care about taxing if taxing was consistent and true and through to everybody. So like if everybody paid 8% of their income for tax across the board, That'd be fair. But what's going to happen is it'll be like, well, you pay 4% of your income, you pay 8, you pay 12, you pay 27, simply because you have more money, so we're taking more of it. That is the problem, pretty much.
So you're saying if it was all okay, yeah, we're not taking more than 10% per person.
Right.
Different conversation.
But then the government looks at people with a lot of income, like, well, you got a lot of income, so we're going to take an unnecessary amount of it. And those people are going to start feeling like, no, I'm going to start fucking avoiding this shit then.
Because it's so much.
Yeah.
And opposed to this work, and
their only logic for it is like, well, you have so much. So I was told in this country I can do whatever the fuck I want. And if I work myself to the point where I make this much money, why are you trying to take it from me? Because you just have so much. But I did that. And you're just telling me you want it?
Yes.
Right. That's what the rich people's problem with taxes are, Mr. Bennington. It's because it's not a consistent tax rate. That's why we have tax brackets. Why? You're in it. Me and my wife, we got hit just because my income is pretty substantial. Her income is pretty substantial. When we married and our incomes became one household income, we got put in a different tax bracket. And we found that out when we got our income tax bracket. We was like, wow, bro, what the fuck?
You ain't never seen no shit like that before, huh?
I was like, why are we getting taxed like this? Bro, after we filed our tax returns this past year, we ended up owing the government like $1,200.
God damn.
Because we made too much money. Like, what?
Because we made too much money.
And here's the thing. You already taxed me every time I get my check. Before I get my check, I can see all the deductions you took from me for all this shit. You already took my taxes. So at the end of the year, why do you want more? It's just, well, you just need to pay higher. You need to pay higher withdrawal. What was it called? Not withdrawals. I forgot what the term is, but the W term. I can't remember what the fuck it is for some reason. Your withholdings. You need more. You need to put more into your withholdings. That way, when income tax comes around, they'll just take from your withholdings, and they won't take from your. No, just don't fucking take my fucking money.
Or you could not. Or you could just not. You could just not.
So you want me to hold back more of my check I make every other week to have money that I can't have access to, just so at the start of the year you won't take money from me?
Yes.
It's crazy. I want to lose my job. I want to be broke. I want to be broke again.
Right, because right. That's another thing is like, and I don't want to get in. And if you don't want to talk about it, we ain't got to. But you're about to face a new paradigm in the sense that once you get out the military, unless you have a job already lined up for you, like you're going to be going to it literally the day you get out, you're going to be going through a new paradigm where that's going to shift.
Actually, it really won't. Not by much. It will a little bit, but not by much, because my income's not going to drop. It's going to drop a little bit, but it's not going to drop to a point where my lifestyle would need to change. But I would just end up until I, go back to work. I'm going to have less money than I'm used to having. But it won't be anything like it'll be like, oh, it's the end of the world. And yeah, that is a new paradigm. But the fact is, like, just because I'm fine, I'm comfortable, and I know like my stability is intact, doesn't mean like everybody is. So everybody doesn't want to get fucking taxed like that,
Yeah.
That's just kind of how I see it. It is a very weird thing. When it's Young Perez is not coming back, I wanted to get to his thing.
Oh no,
it's also about to be 3 o'clock at night, huh?
Oh no, he asked. It's what he asked. He was like, Marvel.
I got a question. I wanted him to because it was his topic, so I wanted him to be here for it. But it's about to be 3 o'clock and I ain't eat yet. That's why I'm about to. If I don't know if he's gonna still be around, we could just hit up another SOULcast later on today. Because
Oh, okay.
yeah, I gotta go run and get some food and stuff. Plus, I gotta use the restroom. But I'm trying to see.
Hey, yo, go handle what you need to handle, and then go do what you need to do, and then call back around 5 or 6 and see where we at.
Yeah. That sounds like what's gonna end up happening. Like once again, shout out to J Wolf. J Wolf, he comes and goes. He's so mysterious, man. He just J Wolf's been listening to us debate shit for years, man. He's been like,
and I want and also I want to apologize for the whole removing the other podcast. I was like,
no, that's good.
Yeah,
it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I mean, things happen. Actually, that was going to happen. I'm going to end this one. I'm going to download this stream. I already downloaded the other one, and I'm going to cut that out, and I'm going to combine these two together and then upload it as one full thing.
Oh, okay, cool. That's dope.
Yeah. We could do shit like that over here.
I just know. I was just sorry for throwing in that wrench. I was like, damn, I didn't know because I really didn't know. I really didn't know she was behind me. I was like, well, that's the reason why I was like, that's the reason why I kind of got a little annoyed. But then you were like, nigga, she lives there. What do you mean about why is she in the back? You're like, what you do out there walking?
I'm gonna say that to my wife. Who told you you can walk? You know, just to see.
You're like, what? What are you talking about? I'm gonna show her this part of the video too, where we're just kind of making fun of that moment. Because mind you, y'all making fun of me. Y'all ain't even making fun of her. You're like, you live there, nigga. What do you mean by why is she quiet? It's just the way you said it. She was like, she lives there, nigga. What are you talking about?
Why you think I have my own room for shit like this? Because I know my wife. She ain't about to stop moving around her house. If I was in the living room, she'll be all up in the video.
Right? And like, this is a nightmare. This is the worst. Oh, this is a nightmare.
Yeah, I got an isolated chamber in here. You know, like
because of shit like this.
Well, yeah, no. We could do 2 in 1, 2 a day. Ain't no problem with that. Yeah. So I'm gonna end the stream, download this one, download the other one, make sure I got the other one downloaded at least, and then
what time you want to do the stream again?
Yeah, you say hit you like around 5 or 6, right? Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. They give me enough time to kind of get some of the things done that I wanted to get done. So,
all right, cool. Say less.
All right, take it easy, man. Hey, hey guys. So this is SOULcast. We might come back with a part. No, we are going to come back with a part 2 later on today. But now, I thank everybody for coming through. Thank everybody for come listen to us debate, ramble, all this other shit. It's your boy. It's tongue tied. It's David Bennington. It's Sophus. You know,
Hydra. Deuces. I'll see you in a minute.
All right, man.